Good morning, folks. It's 8:28 a.m. on the 7th month, 28th day, 2025. All right, we're looking at here is it's going to be a very iffy moment for Australia and for the tropics islands to the east. The setup pressure-wise, I'm not agreeing at all actually with this with the forecasted path of this, according to what the pressures I'm seeing. This tongue of high air is going to take a huge amount of beaming to do. And until we see that beam occur, which will be around the 1st of the month, late night to 31st, we can't know exactly where they're aiming this. It's going to form directly off the coast here, just between Yeppoon and Rocky and them, right, when this tropical air hits this huge flow. That's been directed down country here. It's going to be coming this direction here, like it did last month. Yeah, there's a lot of geoengineering here today to show you guys, including some incredibly horrendous looking chem bombs here. There's just to the west of New Zealand, and it's actually going to funnel into this storm. It's really going to wreak havoc on them. So I imagine their breathing is not the most pleasant today. Yeah, don't let them blame pollens and stuff for fallout of dust in the air, or should we call it nanoparticulates. And this looks like the aftermath of, did you have a fireworks show here? Because that's what that looks like in the sky. It looks like what you see after a fireworks show. Yeah, so I'm just saying, boom, 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 go to blooms. Boom, 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 go to blooms. I hold the dairy air, it smells. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just looking at some of the chem deployments over here off the other coast. They've actually just absolutely surrounded in toxins. No matter which way the wind blows, it's going to be bringing something in it that definitely is not Mother Nature made. Right? Aluminum, you shouldn't find that at all on the ground, in the soil, or in our leaves and tree core samples. However, since the advent of chem, it's a very easy thing to strip ions off with microwaves. You know, anybody who's ever put something in the microwave by accident and had that bzz, bzz noise happen, is why I go bzz. Some of this could naturally occur, but you see the angle of this dangle here, of this trapezoid looking thing? The Flanders Range runs more north-south, so when I see a wedge like this, that's telling me some microwave perturbation has come from the north, and it's actually set up a waveform on this side of the range, causing this a look of a mountain range lift right here. You can see the chemical catalyst now being blocked out a bit here by these little strokes here. I've already screenshotted all the suppressors. If you really want to bust my balls, I'll go to that. But I don't think it's necessary. The fact of covering things up as I'm showing them kind of shows that some things are not want to be seen by people not see things. Do you not see this? Do you not see the skies? Not see it at all? You think there's not a device over here beaming? You might be able to hide it from the radar, but you ain't gonna hide it from Mr. Squiggles. Nah. I'm going to show you again another easy way to spot a radar station just by looking at the clouds itself. And there's one, this is a textbook one here. It won't take me long to suss this one out. You got something here. Or let's just do the intersected lines of perturbation here. That's the pulsations from that station. The pulsations from the station. And right over here, you'll have a device. Right about there. Da-da-da-da-da, the boom and the plumes, do-do-do-do-do. Your weather got screwed. Yeah, well, gosh, this is altering our bodies. You got so much nanotech in you, I'm surprised. And we don't label ourselves Android devices yet. Oh boy. I'm just looking at some of the pluming over here near this particular emerald, not to be mistaken with Emerald Queensland. See these big straight lines here? They seem to all be merging at a point. Again, we can squiggle this, and you can start to see where they've caused, various solidities in the atmosphere, where you don't see a wedge here. see a wedgie. It's coming here right about there. And again, that one. And even all the way out to sea. Look down here. See this perturbed area down here? It's part of a beam sweep from this station. It acts like a scoop, so things coming in and run into a barrier here of solidity or more dense air, and then she comes. And the flow is right over here to Melbourne to feed what was coming across from this direction. So you just guys got a whole bunch of stuff sent towards Canberra and all that, and it's hitting an EMF line up here, right? It's been well set up right through here to give you your initial range. But my concern is going to be what's going to be coming down the coast here at the end of the month. And again, you just start drawing the lines, and you'll see what radars are on. Because when they do this, with your radar feeds, right? But that's just some totals coming. I'll just use this one. You know, when you see nothing's on, it's like you ain't got a cloud in the sky. So we can easily tell what flows have been set up down here. So this one here is set the flow down, fanned it in this direction, and it cut all these storms into cell, like that one over here that's influencing Corrupt, the Corrupt. Yeah, we're going to change Canberra to the house of Corrupt, and Tankerton is going to now be a Tanker Town, Bay of America or something. I don't know, we can just, because some people just loving it up so much over there, you forgot you got a house of bombs yourself. Hashtag exposed the 28. You think them bringing Obama to justice they're actually going to do anything? You don't think he has videotapes of them all? That Big Mike probably had a belt buckle kid, man. Hint, hint. Yes, the whole prolapse system. Yeah, some really big cells that you're going to have to contend with today, Melbourne. But I told you I'd be on to show you. So let's have a quick peek of what they say is going to happen. It's really just going to ride those beam lines that I just mapped out, right? Just from looking at the clouds, it has to do that. That's just how that works. You know, years and years of watching and accumulating data in my head, I've learned what happens after I see certain beams. Yep. The bio-digital convergence is here. Even every little thing on your phone, every little thing, light bulb spying on your ass. They learned about how to map us as individuals, because each person's heartbeat gives off a very unique EMF signature, just like your fingerprints do. And they figured out how to use that LiDAR a long time ago, even with street lights and stuff. You say that sounds like an idiot thing to say, but you know, when patents become evident, and you even hear State Department in the United States saying, hey, they beamed some of our people down there at an embassy and they all acted odd, then you know they're deploying psychotropic weapons. And it takes nanotech in your body that you've been breathing in, inhaling, eating it, shitting it, sitting on it, touching it, having it. And it's small enough to even just go through the pores in your skin. Yeah, it's very, very small. See the boom boom plumes in the plasma here, these where I'm pointing, these heavier depths. Yeah, this is condemned. But you'll notice you're making a wedge formation. And you'll notice the wedge pointing towards an area down here, where it's seeing an area here, wedging. So I say you got a ship out here. This one's a fan move. See it? You got some war games going on out here? Because this is typical of what I see when military ships doing war games. You got a new mountain range out here that I don't know about? A roll cloud in the middle of winter, perhaps? Perhaps. Your weather's crap. So I'm going to roll through a bit of your forecast station. I'm expecting some really, really wicked totals for this area here. We'll know in about a day or so where the final EMF lines are being drawn for the flow of this storm from the north end. But the corridor is all set up for it to come inland. So I'm going to go ahead and make an early call. I put the ball in your court there, Mr. Glitch. Yeah, the bitch Glitch guy, Shillings over there. Yeah, throwing the gauntlet down. You chose not to warn people in advance, so I'm going. Beautiful, clear skies to see here today. Bless these beautiful woods and forests. Bless them, bing, bada, bing, bang, bongs, forest. And may all your smoke be dank. May all your greenages blow clouds of white. You look like a freaking cartoon character. No, it's the Pinocchio. This is the lie about climate change right there. Pinocchio knows in it. Have you got a fire here? Or is that a chem bomb? The locals gonna know. Barrington tops. Yeah, I was talking about the good cola tops. Hey, Gong, you saw the sky today. Holy fucking shit, write it down. Maybe you can call it summer early, because, maybe we'll color the map red today so you'll feel hotter. Fucking hell, look at how many weird squares you got going here. Bzz, 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 the fryer is on. The fryer is on. Da, 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 the cull is on. The cull is on. So let's go ahead and run this through for you guys so you can see it. Hopefully it won't shut my feed off again like they did yesterday. Yes, I complained about some politicians and they used their political clout to shut my fucking modem off. Bastards. While you obey your master, I'll show you the puppets, I'll cut the fucking strings. I'll sleep good at night knowing I did those things. You obey those masters and be the master of Bashan pulling their thing. You're pulling their cart for them up while they're laughing, sitting on it, telling you the cart's too heavy, and more fat bastards jumping on it. How many more laws do you need? Do you think you'll have enough yet? People don't obey them now. You see what's kind of going to rip down there, Bay of Plenty? They're right on schedule here about, this is 24 hours right by here from next year. So you're in imminent danger. Danger, imminent. You're getting that imminent front. And it's just hovering there. It's leaning against high pressure. It's why, until I can see the beams coming around the first, I don't know how far off the coast that thing's going to be allowed to go. That thing could be ramped up and slam inland. That low that I showed you. That's a low with a bunch of isobars. But I don't like where it is. I know how fast things can be directed towards areas. I know that the Weather Service lies about forecasts. I try not to think for nefarious reasons, but if it happens all the time, and that I do a really good job of accurately forecasting with the limited tools I have, which I wouldn't have if you guys didn't support this work. So really, you should thank yourselves for the help that you gave, because each other, because you made this possible. And well, you deserve a good forecast. And then coming around the first, you get about a couple days break, New Zealand, you're going to get another batch. It's your second batch I'm really worried about. Really going to be a clobber. You see this point right here? The beam's going to decide it all. Anybody who says they know what this is going to do this here, they have to beam this side here. It has to come from the spaceport down south. And if I don't see that while Newcastle fires north, and if I don't see that move happen, it's going to hit land on the west. If I see that move happen, I have to watch, did it pulse here, then here, or here, then here? Which way did they move it? Otherwise, it's coming over here. It's going to, in about 6 days, hit the French Polynesian Islands and really, really quite some fuckery over there. So you're going to watch me cover some of these Pacific Islands a bit, because it takes about 7 days to get our warning and get people off some of these islands. Yes, it could be that bad. Now, this could become a very fully fledged winter cyclonic system, and it could slam Fiji and all that. So I'm watching very closely when it gets to burnt pine, what's it gonna do, right? You see where they showed you the splitting? That move, watch. Where you watch the storm suddenly goes in half. They're planning to move it, but what they show us some days is lies. And sometimes they change the totals after you already put them right. Right, because let's double check to see if they've even done that today, to me. Because they do this quite often. To show you the totals over this event. They should match up. And if they don't match up, yeah, they're doing it right this time. Yeah, this is kind of what I think it's going to go. They're going to hit this Dorigo corridor, maybe until enough floodwaters carves a big groove so they can put a railroad line through there, or maybe a road with some cameras in it to generate some money if you're speeding. They're going to lose all that money with the electric, they got Johnny cabs now. How are they going to make up for it? They come for your misbehaviors while they're not really taking out the ringleaders of hiding who the pervs are, I think. See this Port Mac and all this big event. It's going to come quick. So you're looking at around, I think I determined it to be starting around the 1st in the afternoon. Yeah. So that'll be overnight hours from Friday night through Saturday morning. Right, and by lunchtime and dinner time, you're all in the shit. All this water's going to be running your way, Port Mac, in those little towns. Yep. You better not be looking for a white hat. Hat. That's quite a setup. Is that an airport? Oh, maybe they want one here. It's perfect shape for it. Yeah. You think you own your land? That land's gonna own you back one day. And anybody that thinks they own the land, that virtue signals things that say we belong to the land and acting like they own it, you're very guilty. And your ancestors are gonna have a big long talk with you one day. Yep. Some of your attitudes going boomerang right on back. You digging my dough? Yaddy 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 yaddy. Motorboat boobies. Motorboat booby. One of the more annoying songs ever made, I think. You can't make me like something I don't. It's right up there with like bagpipes as far as the irritation goes. Oh, you don't like that? No, I don't have to like everything. No, that's not Van Halen. No, that ain't Gilmore. It's nice to see some low totals down here for a change. Just whatever's been is going to be coming in over the later half of it's about 8 days from now. It's going to be light. I don't believe this forecast. That thing's going to come too close to short. This pressure here is leaning this way. That high goes on this side here. That's going to go straight across. The other high is going to form here. It's going to pinch that storm. I just don't see how their forecast is going to play out accurately. And when I'm talking about some totals on the French Polynesian Islands, I ain't playing games. Fiji's pretty straight off. You're going to have some very heavy rains over the next few days. Yeah, like Natty and all that to be watching. We'll be watching for where the ship is parked, that's for sure. In the later half, you've been in the Whammo zone, right? The Whammo zone. Very big concerns for these French Polynesian islands here. So what are we going to do? We're going to be vigilant. They got about 8 days to react on this island here, and I suggest they do. Here, over the Pepite, Hitai, I don't know how to pronounce this thing. Tia, Fudabada Bing Bang Bong over here. You have a vape island, you're going to get wet. Hippo Island, going to get wet. Wet. Yep. Oh my, look at this. This is a big tendril. The Cook Islands, you're in a path of a big tendrils. They're like third meter, 400 mil type tendrils floating about out there. And at any time, these could drift a little north and smack one of these little islands out there like Udu or Namuka. Yeah, Tova. But it'd be Mosquitoeville out there, wouldn't it? A little bit actually coming for Hawaii, I noticed as well. Right over here, coming fair evident. There's some big totals there at a couple of these islands. To get rid of the burning evidence. You all know where this is, don't you? Big rains, which means the surf is going to be fucking great along this coastline there. So get your asses over there. All right, surf is absolutely, come on. This is Hawaii time, The eastern shores towards the northern side are going to be belted in some big waves because there's some stuff that's going on out here. Look, they make like a ripple in a pond. Look, and it's over here where the rains are. So something here, they're planning to pulsate. It does. Look, it's like a pulse, and this isn't a radar image. This is just proposed rain path that's in the circle beam pattern. So you know they're going to be pulsating here. So people with fibromyalgia and stuff might feel some irritations and stuff. To be expected, so be understanding of those folks. These tolls are too low, way too low, and it's coming fair fist. Get ready for the wet. Get ready for it now. So this is what you got to contend with over the next few days. So be ready for this that's coming. So I'm going to run you rain and thunder and all that happening, gloriousnesses of that. As the chem bombs led to the wetness, because where the chem bomb flows, the bad weather grows. That is all. Right, so I'll get Zealand on the screen now. We'll have this old Zealand, a new generation Zealand. I don't know if we can handle that. Here it comes, the lightning show for Auckland. It's going to hem up a lot of water on the bays that are on the eastern side of that peninsula over there. And then, coming here in about 10 hours, 11 hours, Watch, the Bay of Plenty is going to be in the thicket of shit. There's a lot of water that's going to come towards the shore first and then on the land, so it's going to run towards the ocean and there's going to be nowhere for it to go out. So if you usually experience flash flooding in this area, I would react now and go visit somebody and be safe, right? But if you want to ride it out, hey, ride in the storm. Don't endanger emergency workers. I can't stand hearing when that happens because they're out there to help you. And if you're being a numbnut, you deserve the numbnut's grave. That is all. We deserve to have a film of it. So we can show people what happens when you fuck around. How do you find out? Hey, young kids, life does not have a manual. We only find out when we fuck up. So don't expect a pat on the back every time you do something right, but guarantee expect to hear an airflow when you do right. So just prepare yourself for that. And there's only one winner in life, in a race, right? And the second place is the first loser. So giving everybody a medal in life ain't gonna happen. You're gonna watch people do well at work, and you're not. And they're gonna get a raise. Why? Because who knows? Maybe they were giving blowjobs or something. You have morals, right? So just accept this way of life. You're gonna fail. I had somebody who was upset, a younger person, so I had to tell him, suck it up, buttercup. You think it's bad now? Huh? What do your kids disappoint you? Or maybe wait till you're the only one left. You might think that some of the stuff you argued about was stupid. I'm only going to show New Zealand. I see your coast over there. I see the fuckery. You're going to cruise down. Like I said, don't we know the beam? What do? We're vigilant and we're prepared. Well, how do you prepare for a big storm like that? You probably already are. Your gutter's clear. You got what you need to eat. You got candles to read by. You got a snuggle body. Get you one. Got your smoke. Your pet's okay. Your pasture zoned up. The animals been let in the barns and wherever they got to go. Hey, New Zealand, you've got to keep them in for a few days. The ones that reacted yesterday for what's coming on this weekend. Right? Oh, this week. I lose track of the days. It's already Monday here. Monday, da, 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 sky rear, I see. And that is all on that. I think I showed you what was coming. Another batch, another Fridays. Wind-wise, it's going to be a very, very gusty situation. I'll show you some of the really, really high winds coming in this batch here. This is what's coming now. Right, this is fair eminent. So you people, HR puffing stuff, you're going to be huffing and a puffing. Yep. They've sprayed all the things now. The big bad wolf, your home once. I think the worst is hitting between the 30. As the air hems up on these mountains here, it's going to get quite dangerous. So what are you going to do? You're going to stay home. You're going to stay safe. You're going to play card games. You're going to reconnect with each other. You'll come on here, we'll listen to some records, because I like listening to records, especially when I got 110-kilometer an hour gust winds that are going to be expected along this area here between now and this is on the 31st afternoon New Zealand time. Right, these passes are going to be lethal. You don't take chances. Don't take chances. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You see them inland here? Don't do it. 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 Yeah, that's not nice. That's off the coast. So what does that also mean? Surf is fucking up, man. Nelson Bay. Right on the outside here of Newcastle, because the way the flow is going, I think it was the main roller should be coming in at this angle here. And you're going to get some that are crossing on the side, so watch out for that. You're going to get some sudden wedges for me. I've learned some of the lingo, man. Yeah, see the gust of wind that was left by the EMF corridor that I showed you that was mapped out by those lines? Seems they're all following it. And that's going to bring what? A cold pocket of air. Because the evaporative properties are going to increase, which is going to increase how cold it gets. Because what is evaporation? A cooling process. Just say, repeat after me, it's a cooling process. It's a cooling process. So let's look at some of your temps. A temporary look at your temps. Yeah, that's fucking cold. Yeah, that's cold. This is like afternoon temperatures for you guys over here. It's like 5 in the afternoon. You're cold. Ooh, ooh, that's nipply there back here. And of course, a rush of winds toward it. There's no temperature at all there. There's no such thing as a zero temperature. There has to be something there. There we go, -1. We're subtracting temperatures now. I'm surprised they don't paint that super red so you think it's hot and you go outside and freeze to death. So they could do a study if there's some vaccine to thaw your ass out, some frog shit in your ass. Jeez, you altered your G's. Jeez. Yep. Golly, look at the cold. Is it winter time, perhaps? Yes. Is it weather forced? Yes. So you got some colds coming. See, even out here in the desert areas, coming into Wednesday afternoon, yeah, it's cold, man. Yeah, you'll be out here. Yeah, you're gonna get some warm. Ah, man, that ain't warm. Well, to me, that'd be a heat wave. Yeah, well, we woke up to 14 and rain, and it's up to 15 now. Here, it's just not. It's like summer fucked off and went. Yep, the summertime must have got up and went. I asked for a forecast for BLM lying. They call it a glitch when the next rise frying. Yes, some cold air along the ranges of Flanders. The Flamdip Ranges. For all those things. Do we have any new snows coming? Any fresh powder for the skiing fun people? For fun. Just for fun. That's right. If we don't try to look for where the fun is going to end, we're just going to name ourselves funguses instead. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at the new snows here popping up here during the middle. Are you ready for it? You got a shovel for your driveway? You're going to need it. 3 or 4 inches of snow, you got this. Looks like it's hitting around between the first and that's actually overnight hours of Saturday night through Sunday morning. So your church travel is going to be a bit much. Stanthorpe, Malangara, Tenterfoot, with a bunch of tenderfooted people. I'm put some shoes on for your tender feet over there. Deep snow and deep water over there. And when it does, you're always going to flow all at once. So after that, when they hit this with that warm rain that's coming, you guys are going to get some fuck. So that's at least nice to know some of your totals is coming as frozen precipitation, unless you think of it that way over there, bending the old Loman over there. Yeah, ooh, it's going to get cold in the camping areas if you can't bear it over there, so more that, have the campfire stuff ready. Whammo. How about the total commune up here in the mountains? You look like you're going to have some fresh powder over there. It's not a huge amount. Over the next 10 days that's scheduled. You're getting more over in that fucking area near Crafts and Stanthorpe and all that. And of course, the Fjordlands is stuff to be expected. But it looks like High areas getting a bit of snows over there to the west of them to be calculated into your amounts there. It's about 4 inches. And it's coming faster. Faster, Master, faster. Geos, please. Chip us all. Yes. Please, come up with a vaccine of my fucking dental flush, you fucking viruses of gingers. Yeah, God, the stupid I've been reading these days. How about a pass on some things? Our ability to pass should be a guaranteed thing. No, I'm going to pass on that. Yes, I'm going to pass on the gases that are passing here in this now. So let me show you a little bit about some of the geoengineering today. I want you to notice down here in the corner how these clouds just don't go inland. They're actually stopping on the field of EMF. What they're doing is they're back folding, like hitting a shoreline, a wave, and then sucking back. So it's hitting something and bouncing back this way. So it's causing a fold, which makes this line the entire time just stay here. It's very interesting geo move, this one. I don't really see much ship activity as far as adding moisture, but I see a beam swath here. You see this line that's appearing? That's not like the Flanders Range up and got plopped out in sea. It takes a beam to do that from on shore. And it's an intersecting line where that EMF, it just annihilates the condensates of this, or in this case here, it's causing a layer to be angled down from this side. So this is ramping up and over. So this chem is then free to float over the top of this and help propagate the waveforms of electromagnetic frequency that add the electrical potential, or basically it energizes the storm and it condensates or makes the food Yes, it takes that preformed particle and cooks it into a water droplet. Because I heat the particle, and then what's around it is cooler. And if the dew points, etc., correct, it will condensate into what cloud nuclei, as it's called. Notice how like a comma here is all around this one spot where the waveform stays like that, like an eye that's sideways, or you being looked at by a snake. Yeah, that's that. So there's a device here where I'm pointing. Exactly where I'm pointing. Exactly where I'm pointing. I'll prove it. I'll just do it moving because it's just there. I don't have to find a specific street. Right, Mr. Squiggles. Mr. Squiggles. Tazzy is extremely guilty because I can see right here. You see this circle? There's the edge of it there. Edge of it there. Right. It's like I look for the parentheses. You see this big square base here? It looks like a Moai. Really? Geosculpting much? That's like a rocket shop and robot. Boy, I don't want to pop it there. You got a device right here. That's exactly where she's located. And my whales frown. Well, their ears must be ringing, man. They're super sensitive. Look at the squareness of that circulation. It's just south of there. Look at these little dents right there. They're squares. They're squares. This is geoengineering. Ramp things up into the high atmosphere, bring things down low. So you can mix hot and cold. You can crush incredible downforced winds. Look at all this cam streaming over you guys here. You know, they can try and hide it with brushstrokes of editing on these feeds, but you ain't gonna hide the damage it's doing. It's breaking my heart to see these things. It just does, and I'm just gonna let you see this for a minute. Take that in. We're told they care about the land, but they poison it. We're told that blocking the sun is a good thing, and it is not. Not for all life on this planet, because the sun was given to us all. Now, how dare us think that the sun only belongs to us? How dare us think that water is not a basic right of existence for us on this planet and for all creatures? Oh, what's next? You kill all the animals because they can't pay a water bill to Nestle or a Donnie or that? No, we should not have this. And when a politician in a state house is in bed with a corporate product that they then make you have, then we have to say, this system ain't working for us. It's working for them. And well, how many waveforms can you count here in the sky near Craven's Park? How many more days of this will our Earth tolerate our species to do? How much more can our Earth take before we reach a critical point of electrical conductivity change that causes massive lightning strikes that are miles and miles wide? Canyon carvers. No place is safe anymore. But my love for this planet is unwavering. And until my last breath, I promise to give this earth to make sure that humans start acting humane and start thinking of others besides our race. And the rat race is doing this. Bunch of dirty rats. I can't show another minute of this. It's just disgusting. Stay safe, folks. Peace.